Welcome to Mountain Mom Strong. Today we have a 10-minute core and glute workout. You're going to need a TheraBand, medium to heavy weight. I got about 15-pounder there. And if you'd like to raise your planks up to a higher surface, you can have a bench or a stool. So let's get warmed up. We're going to start with a hinge. So we're going to start with one leg on the band there. You can either kickstand your toe or float it up. Keeping good contact with our foot. We want to make sure we're loaded through our midfoot, that our big toe stays down. We're reaching our hips back. We're not reaching for the floor. That's it. Find that length. 4, we're going for 8. And then we're going to add weight in our second round. 2 more. Lengthen and strengthen. Engage. Nice big exhale on the way up. Match your core and your glutes so there's no arch in your back. And on our left side, load through that left foot. Stack yourself. Lengthen. Reach the hips back. Exhale. Drive the hip forward. Going for 8. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 3 more. 3. Level hips. 2. Only going as far as your butt reaches back. If it stops, that's as far as you go. 1 more. Don't reach for the floor with your hands. Awesome. Grabbing your weight, we're going to load up that curtsy lunge. So we're going to start loaded through our left foot. We're going to drop our right knee down to the floor. You can either step together or up onto a single leg. We're going for 8. 2. 3. 4. Nice exhale as you come up. 5. 3 more. Slow and controlled. 3. 2. And 1. From a side view, switching sides, a little road over that right foot. Reach the hips back, lower down, exhale, coming up. So there's like no weight. I'm not pushing off my back leg. I'm all loaded through my front. If it's too much, if you're pushing off that back leg, lose your weight. 3 more. Keep loaded through that big toe. 2. Last one. 1. Nicely done. We're going to go down into a plank and we're going to go for some shoulder taps. The wider your feet are, the more stable it is. You can come up to a higher surface if you'd like. Feet nice and wide. Make sure we have our bum down. It's not up in the air. Here we go. We're going to go 8 on each side, but slow, controlled. Inhale as you set your hands down. Halfway, 4 more each. Nice work. Slow. 3. 3. 2. Pausing with your hand on your shoulder. 2. 1 more each. Nicely done. Coming up into our single leg. If you want to keep the band, go with the band. If you want more of a challenge, let's grab that dumbbell. We're going to load through that left foot. Ribs are stacked, core is tight. And as I drop down, I'm going to rotate belly button to thigh and I'm going to tap this weight just on the outside of my foot. But again, if your hinge doesn't go that far or that low, don't reach for the ground. Maybe your hands floating towards your shin. 3. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. 4. And if you need that kickstand, that's fine too. 5. 6. 3 more. 3, 2, nice work. And 1, switch sides. Here's the side view. Stacked, engage. Inhale with tension in the core. Hinge, reach back, exhale. 1, 2, 3. Notice how my hand comes down in line with my foot. So I'm rotating about my hip. 5. But again, you can keep that kickstand there. And just keep 99% of your weight in this leg to really fire up the glute. Go slow to feel the hamstrings on the way down. 3 more. Here we go. 3. Lead with those hips. 2. And 1. Nicely done. We're going to go back into that plank, either up high or on the floor. Here we go. We've got 8 taps. 1. 2. 3. 4. Don't let that bum get high. If you need a break, go into a downward dog and jump back in. You got this. Nice and slow. 6, 7, 8. 8. Nicely done. Back up into that lunge here. We're going to drop our knee down. Exhale to 1 foot or to tapping. 2, 3. Notice how we're doing single leg this time. 4, we're going for 8. 5, and if you fatigue sooner, take a break. Challenge yourself. Good form, good breath. 2 more. 2, 1. Other side. Here we go. 2. Halfway. 3 more. Nice work. And 1. Back into that plank. Last plank of the day. 8 taps, feet wide, hips down, long through the crown. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5. 3 more. Make sure your hips are staying level. Widen your feet or lift your hands up if they're shifting. 1 more each. Nicely done. We have 1 more round of those deadlifts because the first one with the bands was just a warm up. Here we go. Load through the left. We got 10 on the left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1/2. That's 5. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow on the way down. Last 3. 1 more. 2 more. Last one. Here it is. Switch sides, a little bit over that right foot. Hinge, reaching that hip back. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. We're challenging our balance, challenging our core, stability in our glutes here. Three more. Reaching the hips, loading the foot, big toe down. Last one. Control. And you did it. So let's just finish in that hip opener. Let's just open up a couple to each side. One more each. Opening up and reaching through. By all means, go for a hip mobility video afterwards there. All right. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.